helpers with me today. I have Princess Layla, and I have Lily Yoda today. So we've got 2 helpers. All right. So I'm going to go get on my mat. You guys can get in position as well, and we will get started. Okay. So the very first thing that we do to begin our yoga practice is I am going to ring my singing bowl. So it looks like this, and I'm just going to ring it with my stick. And when I ring it, I would like for you guys to all come into child's pose, or sometimes we call it rock pose. Layla, Princess Layla, can you show us what child pose looks like? Perfect. Okay, so put your listening ears on. Here we go. I'm going to ring my singing bowl. 1, 2, and 3. Wow, good job, you guys. That was awesome. So staying in your child's pose, keeping your listening ears on, I'm going to ring it one more time. And this time, I would like for you to listen to the beginning, the middle, and the end sound. And when you don't hear any more sounds at all, I would like for you to come into crisscross yoga pose, or crisscross applesauce. So here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Yay, you guys did so good. That was such good patience. I'm so impressed. So sitting in your yoga crisscross pose, so just like crisscross appleseed or appleseed, crisscross applesauce or easy seat, so cross-legged, make sure you're comfortable. And now the very first thing that we're going to do is find our tall spine. So I like to imagine that I have a string on the top of my head, and someone is pulling on the string, and as they pull, I'm sitting up nice and tall and finding my tallest spine ever. Good. Now bring your hands back down, keeping your tall spine. Let's just start to warm up our shoulders and our neck a little bit. So take your shoulders, pretend that you're wearing earrings, and draw them up into your ears. Good, and then relax your shoulders back down. Good, so creating space between our ears and our shoulders. Let's take a deep breath in. And then you can sigh it out if that feels good. Good. We'll do that again. Here we go. Shoulders into ears. Deep breath in. And good. Now we're going to take some gentle neck rolls. So looking over to your one side. So looking over your shoulder. Now take your chin. Imagine you have a pencil on your chin and draw a line or a semicircle all the way to your other shoulder. Good. Now keeping your head looking to the other direction, take your pencil and draw your circle, your semicircle or half circle all the way to the other shoulder. Good. Let's do that again. Chin into your chest, roll to the side, and last time all the way back to the other side. Good. Hopefully your neck and shoulders are feeling warm. If you want, you can give them a couple little wiggles, going back, wiggle, 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 and then rolling them forwards a couple times. All right, so does anybody know what today is? Today is a special day. Has anybody ever seen the movie Star Wars? If you have, give me a little wave. Right, oh, awesome. Okay, so Star Wars, so May the 4th, they say may the Force be with you. So we're going to celebrate that today. We're going to learn all about the Force. That's right. So to start, we're going to find our force, right, by using our breath. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to count our inhale. So inhale on a deep breath in, and count our exhale as we breathe out. So if you want to find your Yoda hands, bring your pincher fingers together, so that's your thumb and your index finger, and flip your palms up and place them gently on the tops of your thighs, keeping your tall spine. So we're going to inhale. So listen to my count for 3, 2, 1, and exhale through your nose for 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's do that again. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Now I'd like for everyone to place their hands on their belly. So imagine that as you're breathing in, you have a balloon in your belly, and your belly is filling with air. So let's try that count again. 3, 2, 1. Now the balloon deflates on the exhale. 3, 2, 1. Good. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Now this is another challenge. So now we're going to recite a couple words, or as in yoga we say mantra. And the mantra we're going to say today is, may the force be with you. So as you inhale, say, may the force. And as you exhale, be with you. Good, let's try that again. Inhale, may the force.
May the force
be with you. One more time, may the force be with you. Very good, that's awesome. So I would like for you guys to just notice how you feel after taking a few rounds of breath. Now, the force, if you don't know what it is, it's the energy field that is created by all of these things. And now this energy force is invisible, okay? So you can't see it, but you can feel it and you can connect to it through your breath. And in yoga, we call this prana, but in Star Wars, we call it the force, and it's your life force, and it's very, very important. All right, so let's start by warming up our bodies, because we're gonna get moving today. We don't wanna waste any more time on that breath. Now, so standing up nice and tall, we're going to do a couple rounds of sun salutations. So bring your big toes to touch and your ankles together. So imagine that your ankles are kissing each other. And now press down through your feet. Now lift your toes up and spread them wide. Good, now set them back down. Now you should feel very connected to the earth. Maybe rock forwards and back a couple times. And just noticing what it feels like to balance on your toes and balance on your heels without falling, right? We call this finding your center, right? Finding that center of gravity. All right, so release your hands from your hips and spin your palms forward and spread your fingers wide like starfish. So we're standing nice and tall in our mountain pose. So I'd like for you to be nice and still and quiet, just like a mountain. Try and find your breath. May the force be with you. Good, that was awesome. Okay, so next inhale, let's circle the hands up overhead and then say hello to the sun. Hello, sun. Now folding forward and say hello to the earth. Hello, earth. Now lift up halfway and say hello to your neighbor. Hello, neighbor. Maybe you have a neighbor on your other side. Hello, neighbor.
Hello.
Now fold forward and say hello to your toes. Hello, toes. Now stepping back into your high plank position, standing nice and tall, pressing into the floor. Good. We're going to lower down onto our belly. We're going to go nice and slow. Here's the challenge. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good job. So your hands are underneath your shoulders. Now we're going to lift our chest like a cobra or a snake. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Lift your chest just like a snake. Maybe slither your shoulders. You can make a hissing sound just like a snake. Good. Lower your chest all the way back down onto the ground. Now tuck your toes under. We're going to push our hips back up to our downward facing dog pose. Ready? So hips are high to sky. Good. And you're in like an upside down V shape. Very good. Now, Lily, what sound does a dog make? What does he like to say when he talks? And Lily, what do dogs do when they're excited? They wag their tail. So let's wag our tail just like a doggy. So wag your tail. Good. Now we're going to step our right foot forward. So right foot forward like this. And come into our stormtrooper pose. Yeah. All right, so lower onto your back knee and then tuck your toes. So this is stormtrooper pose. And if you want a challenge, you can lift up. Place your hands on top of your thigh and lift up just like a stormtrooper. Yes, or you can balance if you like. Now put your hands back down to frame your front foot. And we're going to sit back into our downward dog pose. Ready? So what did doggy say? Good. Now the dog is excited. He's going to wag his tail. Let's lift up. Wag the tail. Good job. All right. Now step your other foot forward in between your hands, setting up for your stormtrooper pose on the other side. So lower onto the back knee, untuck your toe, and if you want a challenge, lift up your chest like a proud stormtrooper. And what does stormtroopers say? They say, don't, 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 don't. Very good. All right. Frame your front foot. step your foot back, come back into your dog pose. Now, from your dog pose, we're gonna jump into frog. So lift on your toes, bend your knees, look forward and jump up into your frog pose and say ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Let's jump back into dog pose, ready? Jump back and say ribbit, ribbit, jump into frog pose and say ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Jump back into dog pose and say ruff, ruff, ruff. Last time into frog pose, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Good. Now bring your hands to your heart center. Good. Just in front of your chest. And see if you can balance here. We'll do spider person over there. Very, very good. All right. So lower down onto your bottoms and find an easy seat. All right. So we are going to go visit some Star Wars people today. First, we need to jump in our hot air balloon. So the very first thing we need to do is start the fire for the air balloon to lift off. So I'd like for everyone to take the balloon in their hands. Good. And now we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose. And as we exhale, we're going to blow up the balloon out through our mouth. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, blow it out. Good. One more time. Deep breath in. And blow up the balloon. And it appears that we've got enough air in our air balloon that we've started to lift off the ground. Yeah. And we're going from side to side. And it's a little bit windy, so come down to one side. Oh, no, try not to tip over. Good. Come back to center. And over to the other side. Try not to tip over. Good. Come back to center. Oh, look, I can see some birds flying behind us. Let's look over our shoulder and take a twist. So look over that back shoulder. Feel a nice twisting through your body. Oh, look, they're changing directions. Let's come back up. And let's look over the other shoulder. Good. Now, I think I see a butterfly. So let's come back to center. Now, take your heels away from your seat and bring the soles of your feet together. So we've got butterfly wings like this. Now take your hands and place them on the tops of your feet and flutter, just like a butterfly. Butterflies, they like to drink nectar from flowers. So we are going to take a sip of nectar from a honey blossom. So curl your tongue like a taco. And then suck in the air through your tongue as you drink the nectar. Good. Just go as far as you can. No pressure to go all the way. Good. Last time, take a big sip of that nectar. Very good. Now all this talk about food is making me hungry. So let's come into our sandwich pose. So back on your bottoms, extend your legs to the top of your mat or reach your legs forward. And now point your toes back towards you. So you're standing up nice and tall. Now imagine I have that string again. And I'm lifting up your tallest spine. Good. Now inhale, we're going to grow our hands overhead like a big piece of bread and fold forward like a sandwich. Now take a hold of maybe your shins, ankles. Maybe you guys can even touch your toes. Yeah, I can see some of you guys able to do that. Good. So what is inside your sandwich today, Layla? What's inside your sandwich? Pickles. Pickles? I knew it. What's inside your sandwich today? Ham and mustard. Well, I love peanut butter and jam, but maybe I'll add some banana in there today too. All right, let's lift up all the way. Now, it appears that we have floated up quite high in the sky. In fact, I think we've floated into the atmosphere. And looking down, I can see the earth below us, and I can see the moon, so we're even higher than the moon. Let's come up into our crescent moon pose. So standing on your feet, bring your big toes and your ankles together and grow your arms and sit all the way up. Now interlace your hands and you can release your thumb, your index finger, so you have like a pointer finger, okay? And then now lean over to the side like a big, beautiful crescent moon. Right, squeezing everything nice and tight. And come back to center. Try not to topple over. And we're going to find crescent moon pose on the other side. Good. Come back to center. Now float your hands down.
I can see all kinds of beautiful stars. So let's come into star pose. So feet are wide on your mat and your toes are pointing out and your heels are in. Now grow your beautiful star arms up all the way. Now, if you can, twinkle like a star, twinkle your fingers and shine bright like a beautiful star in the sky. And you can do a little wiggle, you can do a little star hop if you want. You can be whatever kind of star you want, okay? All right, throw your hands back down. Now I can see the earth below us. So let's come into our earth pose. So down on your bottoms. Now, point your toes and take your arms and hug yourself like a little ball and then bury your head into your knees, just like the earth. Ooh, I can start to feel like we're kind of getting pulled into some kind of a force. So let's start to rock back and forth. Oh my goodness, what is happening to us? It appears that we're getting sucked into a space center. Whoa! We got beamed up, so everyone jump up onto your feet. Wow, it looks like we are on a space center or spaceship. So let's come into our spaceship pose. So on your bottoms. Now taking your feet and lifting up one leg, lifting up the other leg. Try to find your balance. Lift up the other arm, lift up the other arm. Good, now drive your spaceship to the side. Very good, come back to center, and then drive your spaceship to the other side. Well, we're on this spaceship, and I just don't know what I just can't see anything, so maybe we'll get out our yogi binoculars. So making circles with your thumb and your index finger, bring your yogi binoculars up to your eyes and have a look around. What do you see? Oh, I can see something far off in the distance. What is it? It was a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And there was Jedi Knights coming towards us. So Jedi Knights are the keepers of the peace of the galaxy. So let's come into our peaceful warrior pose. So we're gonna step to the side. Good, so everyone is facing the side, toes are facing this way. Now take your front leg and turn your toes to the front. Good, now bend your knee, extend your arms. Now we're gonna be peaceful warriors, because that's what the Jedi Knights are, and we're gonna reach our arms up overhead. So the other hand comes to the back of our knee, above or below. Try not to fall, silly girl. Good, come back to center. Now let's try peaceful warrior on the other leg. So step your back foot up to meet the front. Now facing to the side, so pivot to face the side, all toes facing the side. Now turn your front toes forward. Deep bend in your knee like a warrior. Good, flip your palm all the way up like a peaceful warrior or Jedi Knight. Good, come back down to center and then step your foot forward. Very good. So it looks like the Jedi Knights are accompanied by Luke Skywalker. Ooh, you guys know who he is? He's kind of an important guy. All right, well, he was wondering if we could help him. He needs our help because Princess Leia has been captured.
Oh, no. That's me.
Well, you're Princess Layla, so it's a bit different. Yes, Princess Leia has been captured. And we need to go and rescue her. So let's come into our Princess Leia pose. So take your feet wide, toes pointing up, deep bend in your knees. Okay, this is our goddess pose or our princess pose. Now take your crown. So thumbs together, pinkies together, make a crown in front of your chest. Now grow your crown up and place it on the top of your head. Like a beautiful princess. Very, very good. Now, Princess Leia has been kidnapped by an evil force or Darth Lord, and his name is Darth Vader. So let's do our Darth Vader breath. He wears a funny mask on his head. So interlace your hands and bring them underneath your chin, and he breathes really funny through his mask. So let's breathe just like Darth Vader. Ready? Deep breath in. Now make a swirling noise at the back of your throat. Look up, and as you exhale, breathe like Darth Vader. Ready? Breathe out. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Oh, he's a dark and scary guy.
Darth Vader.
And he has captured Princess Leia on the Death Star. That's his battleship. So come into your star pose, reach your hands up, and say, Death Star!
Death Star!
Good, you guys are
No, I
awesome.
need to say that.
All right, now before we set off, Luke Skywalker his droids are going to accompany us. So he has 2 droids that we get to travel with. The first one, his name is C-3PO, and he has big googly eyes. So find circles with your index and your thumb and bring your hands like this. Good. Now you can do that. Here's another challenge. So turn your fingers. How do you do it? I always get mixed up. You turn your hands away from you. Like this. Layla will show you it. Oh, like this. Okay. So take your goggles, bring them back this way, and then up, just like CP3PO. Oh, we got it. Now, he walks funny. He walks like a penguin. So bring your hands down by your sides and walk like CP3PO. Good. Now, the other droid that's Luke Skywalker's friend is R2-D2. So let's come into our R2-D2 pose. Looks just like down dog. He's a little guy, and he can't talk English. He just says, but C-3PO can understand him, and he says that R2-D2 has a message from Princess Leia. So let's jump up into Malasana, or our frog pose. Bring your hands to your heart center, and let's listen to the message from Princess Leia. It says, help me, please. Obi-Wan Kenobi will know what to do. Luke, you must find Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right, then. We better get in our land speeders, everyone. So down on your bottoms, take your steering wheel. Are you ready? Because this land speeder is going to go fast. Ready? Come back to center. Back to center. Go forwards. And go back. Come back to center. It looks like we're flying over top of a mountain. So let's come into our mountain pose. Up on your feet. Good. Spin your palms forward. Stand tall and quiet as we pass the beautiful mountain. Very good. Now we're coming up. We're approaching into a cave. So let's come into our cave pose. So step your feet apart. Throw your hands up overhead, making a beautiful cave pose. Good. We're going to knock on the door because I think this is where Obi-Wan Kenobi lives. Here we go. Coming into our door pose, down on your knees. Now, extend one leg out to the side. Just like this. Then grow your arms up to the side. Now, as you open the door, it might make a creaking sound. Good. Come back to center. Good. Hands down by your sides. Now, we're going to do the other side because we have to close the door behind us. So take the other leg out to the side, just like this. Throw your arms. And we go. Back to center. I'm so glad we found Obi-Wan Kenobi. We need to learn how to train like the Jedi Knights so we can defeat the dark side. And Obi-Wan Kenobi knows just what to do. He will be training us. So let's come into our warrior pose like we did before. Stepping to the side. Good. Spinning your front foot to the toes forward, bending your knee, finding your warrior pose. Be nice and strong. Good. Now flip your front palm up and be your peaceful warrior. Good. Now take your other hand up overhead. Take a hold of your lightsaber. Good. Now come forward like this and fold all the way down. Lightsaber pose. Good. All the way back up. Perfect. Now we need to train the other side as well. So step your back foot up. Good. Now step your other foot back behind you. Both toes are pointing to the side. Spinning your right toes forward. Find your warrior or Jedi Knight pose. Just do the best you can. Now flip your palm up. Find your peaceful warrior. Now take a hold of your lightsaber. Hands overhead. Clasp your hands and fold forward like a Jedi Knight. Good. Take the arms back all the way back up. And back to your warrior. Now we're physically ready to defeat Darth Vader. Now we need to learn how to harness the force. So we get to meet Yoda. So coming into our Yoda pose, find your crisscross yoga pose. Now we're going to do something a little differently. So take one leg and set it on top of the other. And take your pincher fingers like we did at the beginning and swing your palms up. Now close your eyes. And be wise and still and peaceful like Yoda. Very good. Open your eyes when you're ready. All right. So he is going to teach us how to harness the force. But first, we must learn how to listen and notice for this invisible energy. So he is going to test us by playing Yoda Says. It's a little game just like Simon Says, but it's Yoda Says. Yoda Says. So Yoda says, be still like a tree. So follow me.
Be still.
Do your tree pose. Be still like a tree. Yoda says, do your tree pose on the other side.
Do your tree pose on the side.
Grow your branches up. Oh, did Yoda say grow your branches up? No, he didn't. We need to listen with those ears. Good. Yoda says, be like a bird. So swing your hand behind or your foot back behind you and fly like a bird. Good. Yoda says, be light as a feather and fly like a bird. Good. Flap your wings. Oh, wait.
I didn't flap my wings.
Yoda didn't say to flap his wings. Did we catch you guys again?
No, not me.
Good. Now, lastly, Yoda says, be still like a mountaintop. Good. Be calm. Very good. That was the first test, and Yoda says we passed it. Now, the next test is we need to learn how to keep the peace, because they are the Jedi Knights are the peacekeepers of the galaxy. And first, before we can learn to keep the peace, we must learn to be peaceful ourselves. So we are going to recite a little mantra to help us be peaceful. So we're going to move our thumb to our index finger, and then our thumb to our middle finger, our thumb to our ring finger, and our thumb to our pinky finger. And we're going to say a mantra that says, peace begins with me. Okay. Peace begins with me. Now say it in a whisper. Ready? Peace begins with me. Peace begins. A little bit louder. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. A little bit louder. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with. Now say it with your eyes closed. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Very good. Are you guys feeling peaceful? I sure am feeling peaceful. Now the last thing we need to do that Yoda says is that there's a good side and a dark side, a light and a dark side, and we always have a choice to be good or bad. So let's come into our angel pose, because this is kind of like having shoulder angels. We have a good one and we have a, maybe a naughty one, a good one and a naughty one. So to make your angel wings, I'm going to show you what to do. I'm going to turn around, I'm going to place my palms together and then make my wings back behind me. Now turn around and face me and show me your beautiful angel wings. So if you're not sure what to do, if you're faced with a choice, remember your shoulder angels and they will guide you and they will tell you what to do. Now always believe in yourself, because you guys will always make the best choices. I know you will. Now, Yoda says we passed all the tests. High five your neighbor. We are ready to set off on our journey, but we must call on Han Solo and Chewbacca to get us there in the Millennium spaceship. It's the fastest spaceship in the galaxy. All right, the Millennium Falcon. There we go. So coming down into your space shuttle pose, we're gonna blast off in 5. Are you guys ready? Here we go. We're gonna jump up in 5. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! We made it into the space shuttle. All right, let's come into our space shuttle, and we're gonna take our controller because we get to help be co-pilots, and we'll just drive to the side and drive to the other side. Woo, we're going super fast, and we're going forward. Good, take your other leg. Good, we'll take the other steer shift. Drive to the side. Drive to the other side. Oh, we're going super fast. And we're slowing down. Oh, well, we made it safely all the way to the Death Star. Come into your Death Star pose. Ready? Death Star! Death Star! All right.
I wasn't ready.
Now, we need to rescue Princess Leia. But first, we're going to need to disguise ourselves as stormtroopers. Okay? We're going to need to blend in to get to Princess Leia. So you guys remember your stormtrooper pose?
Yeah.
Okay, stormtrooper pose. So on your knees, right? Hands on by your sides, like this. And what do we say? We march. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I thought we're blending in. I think we're blending really well. Okay, other foot. Back to your other stormtrooper pose. Ready? Do, 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 do. Nice. All right, well, we found Princess Leia, but she's locked up in jail. So let's come into our jail pose. We need to release her. So cross one foot over like this. Now take the same arm that's under and underneath. And bring your hands together. She's wrapped up in chains. And we need to unwrap her. Sister. Good, unravel her. Good, let's get the other chain. So cross the other foot over, bend your knees. Other arm comes under. Can you bring your palms together? Should we release Princess Leia? Yes. Good, unravel. All right, we made it past. But wait, Darth Vader is waiting in the wings. It's time to go to battle. Who remembers what to do? Ready? Warrior pose. Bend your knees, warrior pose. Flip your palm, peaceful. Take your lightsaber, ready, and bow down. Good, other side. This Darth Vader character is very tricky. So bend your knees. Take your arms out, flip your palm, reach your palms up, peaceful warrior. Take your lightsaber and pull forward. Wow, everyone, we've defeated the evil. We've rescued Princess Leia. It's time to fly back to Earth. So let's jump back into our Millennium Falcon space shuttle. And this time, it's much calmer as we go home. So we can even relax down onto our backs. Relax down onto your backs. Lay down now. Extend your legs up and look out through the windows in the space shuttle. Now look at your toes and imagine that there are stars, and your stars or your toes are twinkling, so you can keep your toes a little wiggle. Now I'd like for you to wish upon a star, but don't tell anybody you wish. Keep it to yourself, and then take a deep breath in to seal that wish in, and then release it through the force, through your breath. Good, now close your eyes and release your legs all the way down to the ground. That was a very busy day, and I'm very tired from my adventure. So be as still and quiet as you can be. And just know that there is an energy force all around us. And the force binds us all together. And we can connect to the force by using our breath. And we get to decide if we're good or evil, naughty or nice. But we found out that the world works much better if we can choose to seek the light and the good side. So we will always go in peace. Now be still. Notice your life force and the energy inside of you as you quiet your mind and quiet your body. Begin to wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers, making gentle movements. Maybe roll your wrists and your ankles. And when you're ready, roll onto your side. It doesn't matter which side. And then start to come back up to crisscross applesauce or easy yoga seat. Very good, relaxing. You guys did so well. Now bringing your hands to your heart center. Right, the light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Yay. And then we say, yay! Or as Yoda says, do or do not. There is no try. All right.